Okay, I'll start the apparent dip one. Okay, let's one small topic is there. Apparent dip. Okay, we'll proceed here. So why do that? Already we discussed the dip idea, no? So now the apparent dip is coming. So what is it basically? Okay, apparent. Again, I have to draw a diagram. Okay, now if you go back to the terrestrial magnetism, this is the geographic axis. This was the magnetic axis, and there's a bar magnet. North, south. This is, I think, 11.5 degrees. True geographic north. This is a geomagnetic north, geomagnetic south, true geographic south here. These are the conditions, and there's the equator, magnetic equator. And the lines of force, they were like this. Instead of showing lines of force, I'll just show only the B bar. B1, B2, B3, B4, and here B5. This is what is a dip. This particular thing is called what we call it as a dip. No, I think symbol is what delta. This delta is called as a dip. How to identify dip? For that, what we do? We'll go for a dip circle. So what is a dip circle? It contains, it's a scale. So this will do indicate like this. This is 0, 90, 0 degrees. Then I will mount a small tiny magnet needle, that one. So there's a vertical plane. So the dip circle, what happen always, I'll keep the plane perpendicular to the surface of the earth. The dip circle will lie in a vertical plane at any given point. It is like just you take any circular disc, something, there you do marking like this 0, 90 degrees, that one. And always you are going to keep the plane of this disc perpendicular to the plane of surface. It will lie always in vertical plane. Then, so depending upon the orientation of B bar, so this particular magnet will align. If you keep this dip circle at point 1, how do it will align itself at point 1? I'll give the further. Okay, there's like a stand. Okay, now you're able to understand. So when you keep this dip circle here, this is the, what is the idea of behind this? How the B bar due to Earth will be like this, and the dipole moment, this will be the north pole, south pole of this magnetic needle. Now, what is the basic idea? Any magnet, and it can rotate in vertical plane. So there's a magnetic needle, can rotate in a vertical plane, or it is mounted about z axis. It can rotate about z axis. Will I agree? So don't again, like I said, what about the weight? It's a very small, negligible weight, that one. What time being, I'm saying like this here. Okay, if I keep it at 0.1, tell me how n will be. What is the basic property? So there's a m bar of Earth, no? This 18 to 10 to power of 26, already we made it. Now, if you take any magnet, if it is free to rotate in a magnetic field, in what direction the dipole moment of a magnet will get aligned? In the direction of external field. There's a magnetic field. This B1, B2 is what? Due to this needle or due to this magnet of the earth? Due to magnetic field of the earth it is. No, this is like this B1, B2, B3 will become some external field for this needle. And if any magnet set up, if it is set free to rotate in a magnetic field, how do it will align itself? It wants to be in stable equilibrium. Got the idea? So to be stable equilibrium, what happened now? The dipole momentum of this needle, how it should be? It should be in the direction of B1 bar. I'll put in a simple statement. So torque due to dipole moment, there is a core idea which we are going to take help here. So the dipole, the magnetic dipole moment of needle should be in the direction of B1 bar. So tell me how it will point. It will point towards this one, no? So actually it will align itself here. When the same dip circle, if you keep it here, how the needle will align? The needle will align in this way. So here I think I'll the dip circle, I'm going to keep it in this way. I'll give one rough diagram here. If you can understand this, I think you can manage very easily. Lack of diagrams in the book, what happened? You find very difficult. Please switch off video. No, so many of you are switching on off video. Huh? Come for this. So this is the needle. Needle, how we have to show it. The needle will align itself in this direction. I'm able to show only that needle, N and S. So this is what the geographic south, geomagnetic south. One needle of this will show it. Yeah, it's available here. No? Oh, this is our magnet. Geomagnetic north, geographic north. Now, if the same thing, if I keep this dip circle here, how do it will align? It will align, the needle will align itself in this direction. Got the idea? So if you're getting confusion, so you can write it as P1, P2, P3, P4. So here it will be P1, P2, P3, P4. I don't have more than this to explain. Please try to follow it now. So how the needle, it will rotate in a vertical circle, no, due to this. And if you keep the dip circle here at the equator, you can't do this experiment. You can't go to that geomagnetic north. Better imagination only. Even so, is it possible? You have to go to so many places, no? Almost the total Earth you have to visit. So it will align itself like this, north south. So we just gave some symbols, no? So this is P1, P2, P3, P4. At least now I think everyone is able to understand what I mean to say, dip. Okay, this is about the measurement. Then we shown some other diagrams, no? After this, I brought some other diagrams. What are some other diagrams? First, what happened? I should locate the magnetic meridian. So then the magnetic meridian, first the geographic, this is a magnetic meridian. Then here, then what I made. Oh, okay, this one. Arrow, I'll change it. Yeah, thank you. This is, yeah. Okay, so some. This is what P2, no? Okay, agree this one. So the basic dip circle. When you are using dip circle, as like this, you are going to use and you are going to tell what is the dip here. So I'll enter into the geomagnetic north. It is. Now let's come this one. Another in the books we have given diagram. So what is that? This will be the B bar. Then this will get BH, and what we have is there's a magnetic geographic meridian. And this particular quantity is called as a dip, declination theta. So what is this? Geographic meridian. And this particular thing is a magnetic meridian. And the angle between that geographic and magnetic meridian is called a declination. What is this? Can you remember OA? And I don't know what are symbols I give. OACD, OA1, C1, D. OA1 is geographic north, no? And what is OA? OA is surface of the earth. At some point, the B will be maybe in this direction. Huh? Maybe it can be like this also. You should not be surprised. Agree? So what about this? So where we are after equator, when we are moving towards geographic north, I think the diagram what I given is something related to this. Am I right? Because this is the surface of the tangent. You draw it. So somewhere there's a dip, no? So here you can also write. You can show this is a dip here. For in one of the diagram, I'll write it. So this will be dip. Oh, dip at 7. This is dip at 3. So the diagram somewhere between geographic north and geographic and the magnetic equator is what this particular diagram is what I'm showing it. So what is the problem with the dip circle? Do we measure accurately? The answer is no. Any reason for that? Because you look at the straight away the dip circle. Let's come to the directly the dip circle. So how do I manufacture, how to measure the dip by using a dip circle? And what is very important, the needle, no? And what is that needle? Very tiny, no? The needle will be shaped like arrow only. Am I right, all of you? It will not be like a pure bar magnet. The needle will be in the shape of arrow. So what is the biggest problem is like a location of its center of mass. And exactly you have to mount about its center of mass. The magnetic center and the geometric center. Sometimes thought pen should be made in, it should be designed in such a way that both should overlap, should coincide, and about that axis it should be suspended. These are the very biggest problems what we encounter. Moreover, it will be very tiny. How much of size of dip circle? In dining table, what is the plate? Almost you can put around some 30 centimeter with the diameter of dip circle. A very tiny needle will be there. That needle what when location of its magnetic center and also the geometric center, they should coincide and it should be mounted about that particular point. It will not happen. clear this. There's another thing. Then it should have uniform mass distribution. So many things will come. Because of that, what happen? The dip, what you measure will be always some error. We'll never measure the true dip. Always. So we don't have even till now a device which will measure accurately the dip. Is it okay now? So what is the firm conclusion? So we don't have a device which can measure the dip accurately. So then what to do now this one? So somehow I should bring a method. What are the main reasons for dip not? So that's one simplest thing. I think in SURMA he has given some initial explanation where he's telling that if the geometric center, magnetic center, if it doesn't merge with each other. So all these are the reasons what he has given. So that particular thing not needed for us. So that particular reasons what all he has given. So you know, I think he has given one page altogether. First, I'll just read only the statement. The center of the needle is not at the center of the vertical scale. Means exactly the dot. Sometimes maybe the needle what happened is mounted somewhere here. This is a thing. Next, 0 degree line is not exactly horizontal. This is one reason. Then the magnetic and geometric axis of the needles are different. Magnetic center means the pole. Exactly, magnetic center means the north pole and the south pole. No, exactly the midpoint. What happened? I should bring the center of mass. Oh, got all of you? Geometric center means that's the only thing here. So next, first reason is what happened? First reason is the center of the needle is not at the center of the vertical scale. Means like here, the dot and the origin should be at same point. It may not happen. Maybe the needle sometimes will be mounted here. This is the thing. Next again, this 0 degree line will not be horizontal when I'm designing dip circle. Then the magnetic and geometric axis of the needles are different. Means you mean to say that particular line joining the north and south pole and the center of mass are the magnetic center and the geometric center may not lie at same point. This is the thing. A center of mass of needle does not coincide with the pivot. I mean the center of mass should exactly at the pivot here, at the origin. So it may not happen. So these are the several causes are there. So therefore, it's a designing of dip circle is a very complicated. There'll be some error, whatever you do it. So we cannot eliminate this error. So what all dip you measure, it's a error. So how to get the true dip? So how to the dip which is having error, I'll call that as the apparent dip. So what do you mean by apparent dip now? It's not a true dip, means some error. A dip, what you measure is error. So that particular values of apparent dip, using apparent dip, how do I can predict a true dip is what I'm trying to do here. So for that, I think nothing to do here. So this particular diagram is very important. Geographic median, magnetic median. So first what happened? How to locate the magnetic median? You should suspend a bar magnet freely suspended bar magnet. Then the plane in which the freely suspended bar magnet lies, that is a magnetic median. Even this magnetic median identification is a big problem. So what is a magnetic median? How to? What is a magnetic median? It's a plane. It's a vertical plane in which a freely suspended will lie or will be in equilibrium. Better call like this. Or lies. So there's how to obtain magnetic median. This one, even the magnetic median not happen is not exact. There'll be some error, and the dip circle there's error. So these are all some big headaches are there. So what shall I do now? So I'll go for a unique method. So what I did is like, okay, there's a magnetic median. Even so, I'll start the discussion now. Okay, first we'll do here. This is a magnetic field B. This is a delta. Now I'll rotate the dip circle. I'll rotate the dip circle through a small angle. Means I'll just suspend the bar magneto. So from there, what happen? I'll rotate it through small angle. So let me take this as alpha. So how is alpha? Alpha is measured not vertical with respect to this line. So this is what earlier this is BH, this will be BV, no? So now the resultant magnetic field BH dash will come. So now you can ask questions, sir. What actually you did is like, I'll rotate through this an angle alpha. Sir, why you are rotating this that one? So there's some experimental method I brought it here. No? So what is BH now? So here I'll come for calculation of true dip. So this will be BH dash BV dash. So this you write it and call this a delta dash you write it. What is BH dash? BH dash will be equal to BH cos alpha. And what is BV dash? BV dash will be BV only. And what is a true dip? The true dip is what? The true dip, how you define? Tan delta should be equal to BV by BH. This is a true dip. Delta is a true dip here. Now I'll rotate the dip circle to an angle alpha. It is this is a magnetic median. I'll rotate that one. So first at a place, what happen? I will rotate to an angle alpha, the dip circle. What do you mean by rotate? All of you able to understand? I think I'm helpless. I can say only this much here. Now what is BH dash now? BH cos alpha, that one. So now what is the tan delta dash? The apparent dip, what we measured. This should be equal to BV dash by BH dash. This is BV, BH cos alpha. So what is BV by BH? BV by A will be tan delta cos alpha, and this is tan delta dash. So if I write in terms of cot delta dash is equal to cot delta cos alpha. Now what I do is the dip circle. Now after this I'll rotate by an angle how much? Exactly 90 degrees. See, I'll keep it that one. So first of all, see, I actually to explain, I don't know this magnetic median also, where I'll directly measure it. I'll measure the dip delta dash. Then I'll measure the horizontal component. I know vertical component will be same as it is. Then exactly I'll rotate the dip circle by how much? By 90 degrees. So 90 degree means from this dotted line, from here 90 degree. So shall I say that compared to this original magnetic median, it should make an angle 90 minus alpha. This set of diagram, what I draw are very important. Earlier that was a plane. No? Okay, now next I will take that. We'll go for solid line. So this was the alpha. This was the alpha. So how much it will be? 90 minus alpha this is. So this was the original BH, no? I'll indicate here. Then this is how much? BH dash. So now tell me like how much this value should be, no? I think I'll indicate by black color only. How much this value? Anybody? This should be equal to BH sine alpha or BH cos of 90 minus alpha. This is so BH double dash. I'll call it, and this will be now delta dash BV double dash. Okay, now again make a triangle. BH double dash BV double dash, and this is the apparent dip. So what is tan delta double dash should be equal to BV double dash by BH double dash. What is BV will become equal to vertical component will not change. So what is BH double dash will be? So BH double dash should be equal to BH sine of 90 minus alpha. No, final simplification of this will be tan delta sine of 90 minus, so BH cos of 90 minus alpha, cos component BH will resolve it. So what is BH double dash will be BH cos of 90 minus alpha. Cos of 90 minus alpha will be sine alpha. So this will be tan double dash is equal to sine alpha. So this will become cot delta by sine alpha. This is equation 1 and 2. Let's square and add. Cot square should be equal to what? How much it should be equal to? Cot square delta. What are delta dash, delta double dash? They are the apparent dips. Now, so what actually we did? There's a true magnetic median. Even this also not possible. So therefore, at a place where you want to find out the dip, okay, directly go there and keep it here. No, keep it in this particular plane. So here, so some of you are asking, sir, why dotted line? So if you want, I'll make it a solid here. Small trick, if you can understand it, it's over. This concept is nothing is there. So the true magnetic median is never possible to measure. Not like just give me. Let me tell it very clearly. What I did is, I'll directly go. I'll keep the dip circle in this green color plane, a plane which is like a where it is indicated by green color. Okay, got this? There I'll measure the dip. How much I'll get it? Tan delta dash. Okay, fine. I know it's not correct. Then what happened? I'll rotate the dip circle exactly by 90 degrees. Agreed? Look at the alpha. Earlier it was in this plane, no? The dip circle was in green color plane, in this plane. So when I rotate by 90 degrees, what happened? Now the another plane in which the dip circle, what happened? It's making an angle how much? 90 minus alpha with the original magnetic median. Then I'll measure this delta dash. I know this delta double dash is again what? It's a apparent dip. It's not a correct dip. Delta dash is what? Some error is there. Delta double dash is error. But when I substitute those values in this, I'll get the true dip here. So what is delta dash and delta double dash? They are the apparent dips. And what is delta? Delta is a true dip. Are you able to understand now? So the true magnetic median, even let's not bother. We need not to bother that one. Even if you, sir, I don't know true magnetic median. Yes, you can cut short. So first what you should do, the plane, so the place where you want to find out the apparent dip, what happened? you locate some vertical plane, the green color one, what we have. There you keep the dip circle. The dip circle should lie in that green color plane. Then you measure the apparent dip, delta dash. Then rotate the dip circle by 90 degrees. Then you measure the apparent dip, delta double dash. So now what is this blue color one? So you can look at the angle between this green color one and the blue color one. It will be how much? It will be exactly 90 degrees. So somewhere I think I'll give one more diagram. What is the angle between these two planes? Shall I put 90 degrees? At least able to. So in the green color plane, what you measure the apparent dip is what? Delta dash. In this violet color plane, so what you measure is. So what is that one? So is it a true median? No. The dip circle first open, I'll make it to lie in this plane. I'll measure delta dash. Apparent dip, I know it. Then I'll make it to lie in this another plane. So what about the relation between these two? 90 degrees. So therefore, the place where you want to measure apparent dip, what you should do, keep dip circle in a plane, vertical plane. Then measure apparent dip delta dash. Then rotate the dip circle by 90 degrees. Then measure delta double dash. Then substitute in this equation, get the true dip. I think what we did? We just eliminated what? The necessity of identifying the true magnetic median. Because what is the necessity that one? Where the true dip you'll get it, you have to measure the true dip with a dip circle in a magnetic median. In a true magnetic median. Identifying true magnetic median is a big headache. It may take one day sometimes. It may take one day. I'm telling this one. It's not that easy. If you hold that dip circle trying to identify it, take because how to identify the magnetic median, true magnetic median? You should take a bar magnet, suspend it freely. Again, for that you have to do experiment. It'll take almost one day. So how one day is not something very big, a small time, no? So what shall I do now? I brought this method. Able to understand the trick here? So first, the dip circle should be lying in the plane. Again, if I write symbols, lot of not in geographic median again. Again, don't get confused here. The dip circle first I should keep in geographic median. Geographic median I shown by what? Green, red color. That is nowhere in. And this alpha is not declination. Huh? Alpha is not declination. Alpha is certain angle. I don't know. I need not to bother that alpha also. So directly keep the dip circle in one plane, measure apparent dip delta dash, then rotate the dip circle by 90 degrees, then measure delta double dash. Then you get the true dip according to this equation. Fine. And now, can we measure the declination also with the apparent dip? Because there is also a big headache. What is the declination? Angle made by the magnetic meridian with the geographic meridian. No? This is called a declination. How to geographic meridian? What is OA1? OA1 is geographic north. Then first for that what happened? To get the declination, what is needed? You should first measure what? You should first have an idea of the true magnetic median. Then without true magnetic median, you cannot measure declination because geographic north, I know. Geographic median is very easy. But magnetic median is itself is very difficult to find out. Even the declination is having some error here now. So, but what we have, we know apparent dip. From apparent dip, can I measure the declination also? Yes. I can measure that also. I'll just show the diagram. First, what I do is directly I will set up the dip circle in a geographic meridian. I'm going to keep the dip circle in geographic meridian. Let me put in another page. The same set of diagrams. So red color is what we took for geographic meridian. O, A, C, D. A1, C1. This is OA, C1, D is geographic meridian, and OACD is true magnetic meridian. Okay, this much is there. So first what will happen? This theta, I think this is a declination, and we have just now discussed, no? So this is what the true dip, the horizontal BH, and this way. So first what I do is I will bring the dip circle, I will place in geographic meridian. OA1CD. So I'll going to keep the dip circle. So first dip circle. I think OAC1D I wrote geographic meridian. So okay, the dip circle lies in geographic meridian. I'll measure the dip. Let me call delta 1. So then this will be how much? BH dash. This will be BV dash, and this is equal to BV. So what is tan delta 1 is equal to BV dash by BH dash. Okay, now from BH dash, what is BH dash? Looking at this, OA1, BH dash should be equal to BH cos theta. So therefore this will be BH cos theta. So BV by BH is what? Tan delta, the true dip. And what is theta? Theta is called as declination, and delta is true dip. So this will become how much? Tan delta dash tan delta 1 by cos theta. Keep it here. Now shall I rotate the dip circle by how much? By 90 degrees. From where? From the job median. So the how much of the dip circle, it should be rotated by 90 degrees from geographic median. So when I rotate it, so the geographic meridian will come here. OACD. No, we'll take this one. This angle is how much? 90 minus theta. So this will become OA2 C2. Earlier A1 C1 I took it, no? No, this is the BH value. So what can be this value now? It will be BH double dash true dip delta 2 we took it, no? Symbol delta 2. Right, like this here. Now from looking at the diagram, what is tan delta 2? Now first, before that, what is BH double dash? Should be BH cos of 90 minus theta. What is cos of 90 minus theta? BH sin theta. Let's come for tan delta 2. BV double dash by BH double dash. This should be equal to BV. BH double dash will be BH sin theta. So this will be tan delta by sin theta. Let me divide these two equations. Tan delta 2 or tan delta 1 by tan delta 2. So this will become 1 by cos theta, 1 by sin theta. This will be tan theta. So what are delta 1, delta 2? Apparent dips, no? Apparent dip, delta 1, delta 2, delta 1, delta 2 are apparent dips. And what is declination? True declination. Even the declination also I'm able to get it. So at a given point, if you know the apparent dip, you can get the declination. Theta is a true declination. So what is the thing? The magnetic median is a big headache to identify that. That's what we are doing here now. So what is the plane OA2? So what is the angle between OA1 and OA2? Should be perpendicular. I think I can only show this much here. Small diagram, I'll put it. C1D. So what is this angle? This angle is 90 degrees. This is very important. So first, keep the dip circle in geographic median, measure the apparent dip delta 1, then rotate it by 90 degrees from the geographic median, then measure the apparent delta 2. Tan delta 1 by tan delta 2 will be tan theta. This is very important. Can be asked in board exam, MCET, or mains, anywhere. Terrestrial magnetism. Books, what happened, only just explanation they gave. How these diagrams are all, nothing is there. Just I gave the diagram. So you will be in comfortable position. I'll wind up the class then. Okay, thank you all of you.
Sir, defects of human vision.